You have no idea the amount of ignorant mess we're about to get into right now.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we're back. This is episode 110 for Undercover Brother. I almost fucked it up again. All right, so obviously this movie is starring Eddie Griffin. What year does it come out? 2000?
I don't even know. 2003, I think.
2003. About a black secret agent trying to stop the man. So, Micah, you chose this. Would you like to go first with your score, or shall one of us?
Nah, I'll go. I remember liking this movie. It came out in 2002, and I remember seeing this movie. This was when Eddie Griffin was like still kind of hot shit, right? Mm-hmm. I always thought Eddie Griffin was kind of funny, not like hilarious, but he's just a funny dude. And I like the premise, like this man out of time, like secret agent type. I love secret agent movies. I like blaxploitation movies.
This is right up there with your Bond films.
Yeah, no doubt. And so I saw it, and I actually really like this movie, and I watched it again, and it still kind of holds up. Like, I'm still laughing at it, and it's a solid little movie from Malcolm Lee, cousin of Spike Lee. And Malcolm Lee, I think we should do more of his movies. Like, for every positive, he has a negative, right? Like, for every Undercover Brother and the Best Man movies, he's got a Scary Movie 5 and a couple others that just like what the hell?
They don't quite hit.
Yeah, like he's on the level. He's just below like F. Gary Gray in terms of like, all right, this is just a solid ass movie. You know what I mean?
He did Roll Bounce.
I didn't hate Roll Bounce.
Yeah, Roll Bounce wasn't.
I've never seen it.
Roll Bounce wasn't bad.
Isn't that the one with Bow Wow?
Yeah,
like he did Barbershop 3. I like that
was
movie.
apparently really good, right?
Yeah,
Final Cut with the
The next cut.
Yeah, Final Cut Pro, next cut, whatever.
Whatever.
Like, it was good.
Adobe Effects. Fine.
And then he also did like Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins, right? Like,
sorry.
What is that? Is that the one with Cedric the Entertainer or
No,
Martin?
Martin Lawrence.
Oh, I never saw that.
right.
That
So,
didn't really strike my fancy. That's a film I was dying to see.
but this is one of the positives. The jokes are funny. Like, there's a bunch of racial humor. It's making fun of white people.
That's a plus.
Yeah, like all those are positives.
Yeah.
And
Winner, chicken dinner.
but at the same time, it pokes fun at us too. Like, it pokes fun at black people and black stereotypes. And like, I think that everyone can enjoy this. So I give this movie like a 3.5 out of 5. Because I give it a 3.5 because while I do like it, it's stupid.
Right.
like let's not pretend that this is let's not pretend this is the Watermelon Man. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
This is Fences, right? Like,
right. Like, this movie is fucking dumb, but it's silly fun, and it's like a 3.5 out of 5 for me.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna go. It's probably a 3 for me. This movie still holds up, and I watched it the other night, and I still laughed at all the same jokes, even some that were kind of like, oh, okay, that was a little under the radar, little moments. Your point about it making fun of white people, which is a positive for me, but also making fun of ourselves, right? Like, it does, and it has all the aspects of blackness, like, and it's like our good sides and our terrible sides are like, don't do that. But Eddie Griffin is really hilarious in this role. Like, he actually does a really good job. It's all together. It's very funny. It's a 3 out of 5. It's a movie I can turn on and watch and enjoy it. It's easy. It's
a quick 126.
Yeah, dude, it really is. That movie there is no fat on this movie. They got a story to tell. They get through it, and then they're done. So I appreciate all of that. So I actually really enjoyed it. It's still funny.
Yeah, I'd probably give it about the same 3.5 out of 5. I watching it last night, I realized I had never seen the entire movie before. This shit is funny, man. Like, it's just a funny ass movie.
Yeah.
And like you guys said, it does make fun of white people, which is, as you said again, always a plus. And it does make fun of ourselves as well. I like the soundtrack.
Yo,
It's really
the
good.
soundtrack is really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Very, very good. I can't really. It's just there was something that I was thinking of that I was going to say, but I cannot remember. It'll probably come to me when we start. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was just a great movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Spike Lee had a cousin that did movies, and that he did so many.
He's got a couple of them. He's got a couple cousins that do movies.
Them Lee boys.
All right.
So it's when I look at this movie, this movie is somewhere in between Pootie Tang and Black Dynamite for me. Whereas Black Dynamite is here, and Pootie Tang is down here.
Yeah, I don't think Pootie Tang is that great, but
I still love it.
This is right in the middle, right? Like it's stupid and silly like Pootie Tang, but the jokes are lean a little towards Black Dynamite. You know, where with the intentional bad editing and the intentional like stereotypes that this movie plays. Like you can tell, like I could tell that Pootie Tang was written by a white guy, and that these two movies were written by black people.
yes.
So
Louis C.K. incidentally.
I was gonna say this
Pootie Tang, who's a hilarious guy. That movie,
it was funny to me. It's still funny to me. But this movie reminds me of like the Naked Gun movies. Because it's just
pretty
fucking
much.
rapid fire jokes.
yeah.
Like
pretty much.
it's nonstop from beginning to end. You're like, God damn, can I take a breath? But it's all funny. Well, not all funny, but like the majority of it was really fucking funny to me.
I mean, for jokes to still hit after
Fucking 15 years.
yeah, like that's pretty impressive, I have to say. So it absolutely still works.
So it begins with a backstory of how black culture and its popularity with the American public began to decline in the 80s. Like in the 60s, like black people wanted to come up like, oh, look at this. And then the 70s, like we rolled, right? Like
Yeah, pretty much.
and that was our time. And in the 80s, it started to decline, right? Like they give examples of Mr. T and Dennis Rodman. And, specifically.
80s though?
I don't think he was the 80s.
Well,
The early 90s.
But I think it was, 80s, 90s, and now, in the 2000s.
Because then they had Steve Urkel as well.
Yeah. Woo!
That character.
That was a time, wasn't it?
It's not easy being a young black kid with glasses and braces at the time.
I can't imagine.
Who was into nerdy things. It was not a good time for me. This is dark times.
Didn't help that you look like that.
It was a dark timeline,
Yo,
man.
that's what I picture you. I was crying. I was like, I thought that was fucking Steve Urkel.
Oh yeah,
I swear to God.
I was like in middle school.
What?
Yeah, that was.
How did that happen? Because you don't look anything like that nigga now.
I don't know.
Like it's funny because he still looks the same.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, he does.
But how'd that happen?
Let's just
He
move
took
on.
wother formula Steve Urkel took to turn him into Stephon or Kel.
Now I'm cool.
So wild.
Let's just move on.
So black culture began to decline in the 80s, specifically due to the efforts of the man, a shadowy white man in control of all things white. And he wants to undermine the African American community. And we're introduced to Undercover Brother. Now, we're introduced to Eddie Griffin driving a gold Cadillac Coupe de Ville with an orange soda. And he's whipping this thing around, and at one point he's like spinning into a parallel parking space.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but he's able to keep the orange, slice steady or whatever the fuck it is. And
Because black people love orange soda, and it's really important that be the priority in a situation like that.
and we we are soon introduced to the secret organization dedicated to truth, justice, and the African American way called the Brotherhood. Brotherhood is apparently an acronym for some sort of term. I really wish they would have
tried to make it
incredibly long.
So we see the members of the Brotherhood on a mission to destroy the man's financial infrastructure. I don't know how they were going to do that at their local B of A, but
right at the bank.
but we're introduced to the members: the Chief, played by Chi McBride; Conspiracy Brother, played by Dave Chappelle; Smart Brother, played by Gary Anthony Williams, who incidentally also voiced Undercover Brother in the original internet short.
Oh, is that right? He's also the voice of Uncle Ruckus.
Ruckus.
Yeah, he's Uncle Ruckus.
He does like a million fucking voices. Yeah.
And Sister Girl, played by Aunjanue Ellis.
Hello.
What else has she been in?
Not enough things.
Right. She is fucking fine.
It turns out Undercover Brother is at the bank, and he inadvertently foils their operation with an operation of his own, causing the Brotherhood to abort. He is a master of disguise.
Yes, let's go with that.
And he's like your typical like kung fu, black kung fu guy, right? Like, but he's stuck in the 70s. Like, this movie takes place in the contemporary,
Right.
but he's stuck in the 70s. So, what did you guys think of Eddie Griffin in this role?
Look, he is utterly ridiculous. Like, he just is. I mean, when you first meet him as he's dressed as like this old guy, an old janitor, and he gets his costume ripped off, Conspiracy Brother says, "Oh shit, it's Macy Gray with four chop sideburns." Yeah, I was fucking crying, dude.
Like, come on, yeah.
It's just funny. He's utterly ridiculous, and it works though. It just totally fucking works. I thought he was great. His costuming is silly at best. He's not even dressed like someone in the 70s. He's dressed like someone in a 70s movie. Like, he's not, just not even a person, just regular. But yeah, he was really good. And I like that they play up the sort of martial arts part of it, right? Because that was such a big part of black culture in the, in the 70s. It was like, like Jim Kelly and, like all this stuff. So I don't know. It works. And his afro is amazing.
Yeah. I think this is his best role.
It is.
It is, right?
Is.
Like,
it is. Movie-wise, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. What else has Eddie Griffin even been in?
What, Double Team?
Was he in Double Team?
I think he was in Double Team.
Wait, Double Team, the one with Dennis Rodman?
Oh no, what was he in? He was in one of the movies with either Dennis Rodman or Jean-Claude Van Damme, wasn't he?
I don't think that was Double Team.
It wasn't Double Team. But he was in one of them buddy cop movies.
With like a car that
was
crashed.
fucking dumb. Like,
he was the club DJ in The Last Boy Scout.
He was in a movie called Going to America that came out in 2014.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was like, do I want to get this so we can look at this so that I can determine whether or not we need to do this?
No, dude, you really
Going to America?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his version of Coming to America. Right, exactly. He was in a movie called Double Take.
Double Take, that's it.
With Orlando Jones.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
That's what I remember. I knew it was double something. And I saw it and I didn't enjoy it.
No.
So, yes.
I'm looking over his filmography. Nah, dude. Like, no.
Where he crashed like a Ferrari on the set. Fast cars, something. I don't remember. A couple years back, it had to do with cars. I don't remember the name of the movie.
Nah, dude. His filmography is not good.
The rest of the team, Chi McBride, like, I never knew that dude's name, right? But I always see him and shit.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Big fat black dude.
Yeah.
And Aunjanue Ellis, I can't remember anything else that she's in. Of course, we all know Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Who went on to do great things. And Gary Anthony Williams is one of the most underrated people in Hollywood. The guy is hysterical.
He really is. He's very funny.
He's a talented writer and comedian. That guy, I wish that dude got more work. Like I remember he dressed up as Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah,
like
they were trying to do a live action
Uncle
movie.
Ruckus.
Yeah, right.
And that shit was hilarious, man. He was good. We get this weird.
Oh, by the way, Aunjanue Ellis, she was in The Birth of a Nation. We'll never know.
Oh, who was she playing? His
Nancy
wife?
Nancy Turner. Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right then.
She was in The Help.
Was she? I never saw The Help.
Either.
Yeah, something about The Help that I didn't really want to watch.
I kind of want to do that on the show, though. I feel like it'd be interesting to do.
Like a shit. The as long as you clip out the shit pie scene, I'm all right with that.
You was smart. You was what was
Wait,
it?
what?
You was smart. You was kind. You was important.
Shit pie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking disgusting. They probably deserved it though, right?
Yeah.
White people.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. Like, no, that's gross.
Fine with it.
Ew.
I support it.
We get a very weird, like, opening credits, television style opening credits that tells the story of Undercover Brother, like, and it's very odd. It's off putting because it's like, wait a minute, like, am I about to watch a TV show or is this a movie? Like, I don't know. But they talk about how his dad gave him this medallion and like, what the fuck? Like, they're singing his backstory.
Yeah. No, they really kind of.
It's so weird. We cut to the man, and the man is infuriated that the well-spoken General Warren Boutwell, played by Billy D. Williams.
How did they get him for this role? Dude? I
How
don't
did they
know.
get him for fucking Man in 3B?
I feel like we could get Billy D. Williams on the show.
We probably could.
I feel like we need to make that
Why
phone
not?
call.
Just do it.
Apparently, yeah, because he's just doing whatever to stay relevant.
Yeah, he did Dancing with the Stars like a year and a half ago.
What?
Yeah, he was on Dancing with the Stars.
I did not know that. Fine, I'll be on your black arm.
Gotta do a Billy D. Williams movie though.
He's gonna let my arm fall off. We'll do one. You bring Billy D on.
Just give him that clip of Mahogany where Terrence was like, I think I might be gay now.
I don't do that gay shit.
Oh, that's funny.
So the general is a Colin Powell-esque type of guy, right? Like,
Yes, he is.
He's modeled after Colin Powell. And
This character is amazing.
he's considering running for president, and the man is upset about that. So,
You guys think we'll ever get a black president? Or no?
well, like a real one,
Yeah.
not like a half breed.
Right. Because that was a real problem. That
No,
was the problem.
no, I don't think so. If that half breed was Republican, then he wouldn't be black.
Can you imagine someone listening to the show for the first time? They're like,
What the fuck?
this shit is racist. No, motherfucker, we're kidding. Calm down.
Oh no. The
I just
man,
replace him with a buffoon anyway afterwards.
the man, the man is. I'm about to say something bad about y'all. The man is upset, and he takes his lackey. He tells his lackey, Mr. Feather.
I don't get it.
That's bizarre. Played by the unfunny Chris Kattan.
Oh, really? You don't like
You don't
this?
think
I don't think Chris Kattan is funny. I think he was okay in this scene, or in this movie, but I think he tries too hard.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't mind him in this because he's supposed to be ridiculous.
Right. But like Saturday Night Live, Chris Kattan, like no.
No, he had very few
What
roles.
the,
I
what the
thought.
fuck? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? What
That
the
was
fuck
the
is this?
Roxbury shit.
Yeah, Night
Yeah.
at the Roxbury.
Yeah.
And then he had
Is that funny?
Monkey. Didn't he play the monkey too?
Yes.
Or the ape, whatever the fuck it was.
Although that was only good when The Rock was on that one. Time.
Which I was a little offended by.
So was I, but it was like, I'll allow it. This racism is killing me inside.
Mr. Feather tells the man that he has a plan to use this mind control drug that they on Boutwell that will have some interesting side effects on Boutwell. We cut back to the Brotherhood, and Smart Brother informs the group that of Undercover Brother and his actions at the bank. He's like, I know who it is. His name is Undercover Brother. I like how everyone's name is just like like Conspiracy Brother Jones
Right.
and his sister girl. Like that's their government names. And the chief thinks that Undercover Brother is the type of man that they need on the team. And sister girl is like, what the fuck you mean type of man you need on the team? You sexist motherfucker. He was like, I didn't say that this time.
right. Well, and it's actually really funny because if you watch her character, her hair changes every time there's like a major scene difference.
Yeah.
Her hairstyle changes completely.
I didn't even recognize.
Yeah.
General Boutwell is about to make this statement via press conference about the possibility for running for president, and the team watches the press conference, and we have that clip.
The General's press conference is starting.
We interrupt this broadcast to take you live to a press conference by General Warren Boutwell, in which he is expected to announce that he is a candidate for the presidency of the United States.
I wonder if he'll run as a Democrat or an independent.
Never know. Might be a Republican.
Please. Kind of self-respecting black man will run as a Republican. Name one thing the Republican Party has done for black people. One!
Well, they were the party of Lincoln. They stood against the tyranny of oppression by leading the call for the Civil War and forced passage of the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed the slaves.
I named two things lately.
Damn it, doesn't matter what party he's with. This could be the first step on the road to putting an African American in the White House. It's a great day for black people of all races.
Morning, good morning.
Think about it.
I've thought long and hard about how I can best serve my country now that I'm no longer in uniform. Well, today, I am proud to announce that I will be opening a chain of fried chicken restaurants.
General Boutwell. General Boutwell, please, over here.
Yes, sir.
So you're passing up a chance to be president, to open a chicken joint.
A man like me doesn't have any business in politics. They say you should always do what you know, and what I know is good fried chicken.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
General, don't you think your supporters in the African-American community will be particularly disappointed?
Not after they taste the General's fried chicken.
Surrender, Colonel. Here comes the General.
Will there be side dishes?
Sweet potatoes, black-eyed peas, mashed potatoes, macaroni, cornbread, and the General's special hot sauce. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Nice to see you all.
General, what about dessert?
You know, he does have a point about that Colonel. I never trusted the Colonel. Slaves cooked that chicken. Ain't no white man know about no 16 herbs and spices and giblets.
Smart brother, if you so damn smart, why don't you explain what the hell just happened? If I wanted to hear something stupid, I'd have asked this skinny black ass.
In your face! Skinny black. Hey!
Damn it, we gotta find out exactly what happened to the General, and fast.
I'll get right on it, Chief.
Hold on, sister girl, not that fast. We need some new blood on this case.
What? Who? You can't just hire some fool off the street.
Watch me. Get me Undercover Brother.
So there you go.
Dave Chappelle steals every scene he's in, man.
He really does.
Like even like without saying anything. Like when the general was like cornbread and hog maws and macaroni and cheese. Like they cut to Dave Chappelle licking his lips like, that do sound good.
Look, can you imagine if Colin Powell went out and was like, I'm gonna make a series of fried chicken restaurants?
Oh, my shit would be so offensive.
I mean, like, come on, dog. Look, I'm not a Republican, but for the love of God, have some respect for yourself.
So I might say something that might sound blasphemous, but
what show are you on?
Billy D. Williams' performance in this movie, and in a lot of his movies, I don't feel like he's altogether there. Like I don't like he's either like he's either out of it or he's just like I know this is stupid, but I need the money. You know what I mean? Like
oh, his later stuff, he could give
a
two fucks.
Right. Like
I think he even remembered the name of the movie he was on in this set. He literally has a line later in the movie. I used to work at the Pentagon. Now I help you to get your chicken on. No, he had to remember that line. He was just like, whatever. Just give me the money.
Like when I think back of Lando Calrissian, it's not my fault. He's expressive and animated, and now he's just like, they'll be okay when they try the General's hot sauce. What the fuck, yo? Like, did you was ha 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 written in the script, and that's how you read it? Ha ha ha.
Incredibly one note.
Yeah, man.
Later years.
He is. But you know what? That's the power of Billy D. Williams. No one gives a fuck. They're just like, yeah, Billy D. Williams in this movie.
It's fucking cool.
Like if I was making a movie, if I was a director and I could figure out a way to put Billy D. Williams in it, I would. Like, look, here's your job. You're gonna be robbing niggas in this movie. Just straight up.
I still can't believe they got that nigga in the fucking movie, dude.
Right. Yo, his price must be low. I feel like we could get Billy D to come on and like co-host a couple episodes.
Yeah, man.
Dude, we take you out to lunch. Buy your Colt 45. It's a wrap.
Let's see if this Colt 45 does work every time.
There
you go.
All right, I'll do it.
So, as you heard, the chief is like, get me Undercover Brother. And we cut to Undercover Brother doing what I guess is a staple now because we've seen Black Dynamite do it. Practice shirtless in his own home. Practices karate moves and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Eddie Griffin is no Michael Jai White when it comes to
it would be like me compared to Michael Jai White in muscle mass. It's not really playing with a full deck here. Not working out.
So Sister Girl infiltrates Undercover Brother's place, and he's trying to put the moves on her, and she's just like, fuck out of here, nigga. And we cut to her taking him to a barbershop, and Eddie Griffin, or Undercover Brother, comes in, and he's like, man, look at all this fancy spy equipment y'all got. TCB activator, a set of clippers, man, hair grease, man, look at all this shit. And then he sits in the chair, and he's lowered down into the underground layer of the Brotherhood. Which is,
the great joke is like, when he goes down, he's like screaming because it's like moving really fast. He's like, you're the devil. You're the devil, all this shit. And then you come to find out it's like literally 3 feet down. Like he's just being overly dramatic. I did enjoy the scene where he goes into the Brotherhood and it's just, in order to get in, is just a black hand that comes out and he's got a fucking leg shaking and shit.
I'd have failed. I'd be like, I don't.
Like, what we doing?
Like just the fist bump and I'd have been like, oh, I didn't make it. Well, I'm gonna go home.
I mean, a lot of that shit is improv, right? Like, plus, who's got that kind of time, right, to learn some elaborate ass handshake?
Just shake hands.
Like LeBron James has specific handshakes for each of his team members that he did before every game in the finals, right?
Well, it's weird. If he had concentrated on playing basketball, maybe he would have won.
It's really impressive, right? Like you come to this one dude and it's like bam, 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 right? And then it's a totally different dude. It's like bam, woo, bam, right? But at the same time, like I don't have that much brain power to memorize a bunch of bullshit ass handshakes, man.
That seems like a lot of work.
It seems like a lot of work.
Free throws. Come on, dog.
I didn't even know when the fucking NBA playoffs were on.
Well, they're over now.
Playoffs? I'm like, what? Who's playing? Who won? I don't know.
The same two teams that have been playing for the past 2 years.
Yep.
So
who's that?
LeBron versus the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the Cavaliers. He's still on the Cavaliers, right?
Yeah.
Yes. For now. We'll see.
I don't watch basketball.
Look, I don't blame you. I ain't no fucking team to root for. I'm gonna root for the Wizards. Fuck out of here. Wizards. Some gay ass name. He takes him to meet the team. He takes him to meet the team, and I can't remember if this was the scene where we meet Lance, the affirmative action hire, played by Neil Patrick Harris.
Who's good in this? Like he's
really good in this, and he's got that like indignance to him that a black person would have if they were surrounded by a bunch of white people.
Yeah, he's like, fuck you, like, whatever.
Which like
I'm an intern.
and I actually kind of like that, right? Because it's just a nice spin on it, right? Because if it was a regular white person, like they would be like, oh yeah, because he'd be afraid of all the black people, right? Neil Patrick Harris don't give a fuck.
No, he really doesn't. He is one of those. He's one of those actors that you would never have thought in the beginning of his career where he would end up now, right? Like, I'm Doogie Howser. Like, that dude has actually had a really successful acting career. And he's actually very good. He's not one note. He can kind of play a bunch of things, serious or comedy. He got fucking epically murdered in that movie.
And Gone Girl.
Gone Girl, yeah. Like, slit that dude's throat. She was fucked up.
We cut to the man's lair. It's on an island.
With an M. But by the way, before we cut to that scene, back at the Brotherhood, when he's meeting when he's meeting Smart Brother and Conspiracy Brother, he goes to Conspiracy Brother. He's like, "Hey man, good morning," and he was like, "Good morning." He was like, basically, Conspiracy Brother is a hotep, right? He's like, that means like Goa, the absence of color, which only means I'm gonna kill your black ass in the morning. So when I hear that, like he was so fucking over the top. That shit was hilarious. If this movie was made today, he'd be Hotep Brother.
Yeah,
he would be.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He'd be like 4'11" with a big Ankh hat on his head, talking about
black women don't have periods. How is it that people actually believe it? You know what? Never mind.
A lot of people are dumb, man.
I just found out people still believe that the Earth is flat. So.
Oh, you just found that out?
I talked to one of them on the internet.
Fucking Kyrie Irving is one of those people who plays on the same team as LeBron
What?
James. Yeah, he's a flat earther.
Give your ring to LeBron. At least he believes in some level of science, I assume. You carry a globe around the fucking stadium. Just shut up, yo. That's utterly ridiculous.
Oh god.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking light
He's a
skinned
flat earther.
How are you a flat? All right. You know, it's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. How is that possible? In 27, with all the knowledge that we have.
Here's a picture of the Earth from space. Shit look flat to me. The shit look flat to me. Like, well, the picture is flat, you dummy. But like, never mind.
This is also flat.
Right.
Whoa, I can't tell.
I love how they're like, well, you got to prove to me. No, nigga, you got to prove to me. The burden of proof lies on you because the rest of the world, the round world, knows that the Earth is a globe.
All around the world, we figured this out. All right then. That's amazing. Wow.
I can't see the curve though.
Kill yourself.
Please. Just walk to the edge of the flat Earth that you believe in and jump off. God damn. Anyway, the man tells Feather to begin Operation Whitewash. The man leaves, and Feather is annoyed by the man, right? So he was like, I got to play some music to calm my nerves or whatever. And he turns on some white stuff, and he's like, what the fuck is this shit? And then he turns on some Mary J. Blige, and then he has a fucking dance break.
Yeah. Well, you know, as goofy as this movie is, and it's pretty fucking goofy, it does make this point, which I thought was good, is that black music and black culture is American culture. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can't get away from that shit.
No, you can't.
You really can't. Like, when that song came on, I was like, man, you like that song. Like, you can't get away from it. Fucking Mary J song. Like, it is everywhere. So, sorry, not sorry. You know, you're welcome. Your shitty music has been replaced with good music. So, that's what we do.
What is a dancery?
I don't know.
It's not a thing.
I think people need to ask Mary J.
Oh, like Izzle, like putting Izzle at the end of words and shit, like just.
You gotta ask Mary J. Blige, like you said, because she just had to make a word rhyme. And she said dancery, like okay, Mary.
All right, I didn't know.
And then
you got it.
I think a dancery is where it's the place where she learned to dance, which is not a place that anyone should learn to dance because Mary J. Blige is a terrible dancer. But you know what? She be out there having a good time, though.
I've seen her in concert before.
I heard she was terrible in concert.
She's not bad in concert, but when I saw her, she had broken up with her boyfriend or whatever, so she was full of emotion and shit.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was all right. Now she don't dance. She does this shit.
Dude,
You know,
she's
when it
as
comes to
stiff
dancing,
she's
she
as
does
stiff as
that-
a fucking board.
That fucking Frankenstein shake or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
What happened to like the early Mary J. Blige?
The early Mary J. Blige was on drugs. When you get off of drugs, you just forget how to
Your
dance.
body just stiffens up. This crap.
What happened to real love, Mary J. Blige?
Yeah, she could
the whole
dance.
fucking video.
Yeah, drugs. She was on some real drugs.
I'm searching for real drugs. I love that song, dude.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs.
Back at the Brotherhood, the team tells Undercover Brother that that all the conspiracies that black people believed in are true. And
Yeah, this shit was fucking hilarious.
here's a clip about Undercover Brother learning about the man.
And that's why we believe there's got to be some connection between the general's announcement and the man.
Come on, y'all. Y'all telling me there's really a man?
What do you think? Undercover Brother? That is your real name? You think things just happen by accident? No. Sometimes people, mostly white people, make things happen. That's where we come in. And our never-ending struggle against the man. AKA Whitey, AKA Mr. Charlie, AKA Honky McGee.
So the conspiracies we believe for all these years are really true? The NBA really instituted the three-point shot to give white boys a chance?
Absolutely.
So the entertainment industry really is out to get Spike Lee. Is that right?
Come on, man. Even Cher got an Oscar. Cher!
And OJ really didn't do it.
Let's just move on, shall we?
Again, Dave Chappelle steals every scene that he's in.
This shit's hilarious.
I think Honky McGee needs to be in our lexicon.
I agree with you. I agree. And I feel like Mr. Charlie has sadly left. It
Yeah,
needs to be
Mr.
brought
Charlie.
back.
Yeah, it does. It does.
We're bringing it back. We're going to start using Mr. Charlie on this show.
And I like the OJ dig at the end because, like, come on, yo.
Everybody knows that nigga did it.
Yeah.
You know,
At this point.
People are still, maybe he didn't. Come on, yo. Come on. Yes. Look, after watching that, like, 9-hour documentary, that nigga did
he
that.
fucking did it.
Yeah, dude, he did
No, he was a psycho.
it. Absolutely.
While at the headquarters, they have like a Q branch where Smart Brother is telling people how to make inventions and shit, and he gives Undercover Brother a set of modified platform shoes that will be used later on, and he modifies the Coupe de Ville.
It has an orange crush dispenser in it. That shit is offensive. Although I think they should have gone with grape soda. Isn't that more of the stereotype?
I think so, but like orange is right there. Grape gets all the run, but orange is the unsung hero.
Okay, that's
because I kind of want an orange soda right now. Like it's hot in the studio, right? I could kind of go for like an orange Fanta or some shit. You know what I mean?
What is it? What is our affinity with orange and grape drinks?
I don't know,
And
man.
neither taste like any of those fucking fruits.
Right. No,
Right.
No.
I think it's because they don't taste like fruit. That's why.
Yeah, actually, that might be it. We don't really like
It's a
fruit.
goddamn shame.
We don't really fuck with fruits and vegetables.
That's fucking awful.
No, people have a lot of fucking issues, man. We really do. That's fucked up.
I fucking love grapes, man. Like actual grapes.
Yeah.
Grapes and oranges.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
totally
they don't
fine.
taste nothing like either one of those motherfuckers.
I
I don't
really
know
love them
what
when
the
they're-
fuck taste it is, but it ain't orange.
When I really love them when they're carbonated and full of sugar with a little bit of ice. Don't be fucking piling that ice up.
You're so cheap. You're like, nah, put that shit all the way up.
So the team begins Operation Sand Trap. The mission is to observe the general at a golf course. Undercover Brother and Sister Girl go undercover as a Jamaican caddy and a groundskeeper. We get to hear Eddie Griffin's terrible Jamaican accent.
Boy.
Sister Girl spots Mr. Feather, and Undercover Brother is like, yo, I'm about to handle this. And she's like, no, what are you doing? He's like, it's just observe and report. He's like, nah, I'm Undercover Brother.
What does he say? He's like, action or
He
something?
was like, observe this. Action is what Undercover Brother is all about. I'm like, what, nigga?
I just calm down, dog. It's all right.
So he confronts Mr. Feather.
Well, he confronts him in a hilarious way. He knocks on the door of his office and he's like, Mr. Feather's inside his office. And it's a huge wooden door. And he's like, who's there? And he was like, Kung. He's like, Kung who? And he's like, Kung Fu. And kicks the fucking door down. This shit is ridiculous.
During their confrontation, Mr. Feather does something that I think is hilarious. He starts throwing his personal effects at Undercover Brother and says, stop stealing from me! Stop stealing from me!
And it's funny because it does get Undercover Brother. He's like, oh shit. Like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
That shit is funny to me, man. Because you know what? I can see some crooked ass white person doing that shit. I can see some white woman doing that shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Throwing your purse at Terrence and shit like thief. Like
bitch,
wait, what?
Goddamn well, like what? I was be sitting there like, no, don't do that.
The funny thing is, I see this. I very much see this movie as a story of Terrence meeting up with a spy organization. This movie is you.
I don't understand how that.
No, this is you. 100. Look, you only have two roles in this movie possible. It's either Undercover Brother or Conspiracy Brother. That's it. One of those two is you. I would argue maybe a little bit of both, but definitely Undercover Brother. I don't think you would wear quite this outfit. I
don't think so.
It was a little flashy, but
too conspicuous. Just a tad.
I can see you. Yeah, I can see you rocking the afro though.
Yeah.
Maybe not as silly. Like if you put Black Dynamite in this movie, then that's Terrence.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah,
I am smiling.
A fight.
Fucking scene in the goddamn golf course.
Yo, a fight breaks out.
So stupid.
And then the two of them get away. They hop in a golf cart and a low speed chase ensues. And like I've driven a golf cart before. They go a little faster than that, but I get the joke. And it was just silly, man. Like at one point the security that's chasing them, they veer off course because Undercover Brother threw some golf tees on the ground and they ran over it and it blew the tires. And they very gently, slowly hit a propane tank, and the scene lingers so that they can relax. Like, whoa, man, I thought we were gonna be in trouble as we were careening out of control while I'm checking my watch.
Yeah, like at 4 miles an hour.
And all of a sudden, like, the propane decides that it wants to explode and kill them. Like,
crying because it was so stupid. I didn't expect it, and it was hilarious.
Shit is just dumb, man. I love it. At one point, Undercover Brother and Sister Girl are cornered. So Undercover Brother activates his platform shoes that literally raise him over the wall. And it was the worst CG effect.
Oh, it's super bad. It's super bad.
We're trash. I feel like they did it like that on purpose, though.
It might as well.
It has to be, right? It has to be. Eventually, they get back to headquarters where the chief decides that they have to get to the bottom of this situation with the general. And he says something to the effect of, you'll hear it in this clip, this will be the most rigorous training you've ever had in your life. and we have this clip, which I thought was one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Our only choice here is to infiltrate Multinational Inc., and then we can find out what happened to the general. It'll be a very dangerous assignment. It'll be your most vigorous training yet. You're gonna have to think and act just like a tight-butt white man with a 401k plan and a country club membership. So pay attention.
Here, have a bite of this, sandwich.
And how did you know I was hungry? I ain't ate nothing this morning.
You trying to kill me?
If you're going to pass in white America, you are going to have to learn to like mayonnaise.
No!
Listen, if you're ever forced to eat this mayonnaise, simply press the button on this side of the watch. It delivers a rather liberal spritzing of hot sauce. One blast should be enough to make Caucasian food edible.
Well, it works on grits.
Now, since time is of the essence, I developed a device that allows you to absorb the whole of white culture in mere seconds using subliminal imagery. I call it Caucasian Vision.
Hey, I feel like George Clinton. We want the funk.
Turn it on.
Here we go, one more time. Everybody's feeling fine. Here we go now.
I see white people.
It's too much! Too much! Caucasian overload! Caucasian overload! Caucasian overload! Caucasian overload! Caucasian!
Breathe. That's too much white for one brother to take.
Okay, there you go. That scene is fucking ridiculous and absolutely hilarious.
Caucasian overload might be the two funniest words ever put together in my entire life.
Absolutely. And he is just like completely freaking out. Like, oh shit, like I can't deal with it. I don't like mayonnaise. Not a fan.
Not a fan to the point. Not a fan to the point where you refuse to eat it.
No, I won't say that.
I know a girl who refuses to eat mayonnaise.
No, like if it's a sandwich or something, but
so they don't eat
like
tuna fish?
No, she won't.
Really?
She won't. She will not eat anything because her dad didn't eat mayonnaise, and her dad, for some hotep reason, was just like, "Nope, mayonnaise is white. White shit don't come in nature. We don't eat it in this house.
White shit don't come in nature."
And she will not eat mayonnaise at all.
Nothing. How could you possibly say things like that? White is. There are things in nature that are white.
Do you eat it?
White asparagus is a thing in nature.
Is it?
Is it? I've
Yes.
never heard of white asparagus.
Yeah, absolutely.
You seen white asparagus grow out of the ground with your own eyes?
Have I seen it? No, sorry.
Well, then, nope. That's some white man lies. That's the white man lies. Next thing you're gonna tell me the Earth is round, is a globe. Out of here.
No,
You've never seen it, so obviously it's not true.
No, the white asparagus just grows out of the flat bottom part of the earth. Just straight out.
Do you eat? You ever go to a French restaurant and get steak frites?
Yes.
With
mayonnaise.
with the mayonnaise?
Yes.
You'll eat that?
On rare occasion, but the mayonnaise is slightly different though.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like.
It's like Miracle Whip.
Yeah. That shit is gross.
That's what they were using.
I don't even know what Miracle. I mean, I know what Miracle Whip is. I don't know if I've ever had it.
Don't.
Like, I don't think Miracle Whip is necessarily gross, but I don't want a lot of it.
Like, there's something about it. It looks like gelatinous, and it just and it smells funny, and it just.
But white people use a lot of mayonnaise, like a lot.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Don't put mayonnaise on a hamburger. That's why I never go to Burger King. Nope.
I won't say that's the worst.
Hamburger?
Yeah, I won't say that's the worst thing in the world.
No,
Won't do it. You know why? Because they put mayonnaise and ketchup and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard together on a hamburger doesn't look right to me. It just doesn't.
I've had that. I've had that. That doesn't bother me.
It looks very odd. But at the same time, like when we have crabs, we have this crab dip that we make where it's a little bit of mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, Old Bay, and other seasonings. And we just mix it all together. And it's this like pink sauce that we use for our crabs. That's the only time I eat a lot of. I mean, pretty much. It's the only thing.
Ambrosia.
It's the only thing that it's the only time that I'll eat mayonnaise on a regular basis.
I like chicken salad or like
potato salad, chicken salad.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
tuna fish.
We don't have a lot of that in my house because my black ass wife, for some strange reason, loves watermelon and doesn't like potato salad.
That is an impossibility.
I do not understand it at all.
I like both.
I
think. You like watermelon?
Yes.
Oh,
you two weird ass niggas who don't like watermelon.
I think less of you.
That's fine, because I slightly think less of your wife for not eating potato salad. That's ridiculous. What is it like potato salad?
I don't know.
I'm gonna call out one of our fans real fast. Who I won't say her name, but Alicia. But she put mayonnaise in cornbread.
Ew.
She was like, no, it makes it creamy. I was like, this is like in the fucking fan group, people were like, this is unacceptable. Like, what are you talking about? That's gross, man. Don't do that. Or if you do it, don't tell people, especially black people. Don't
that's some shit you gotta.
That's a family secret thing. They gotta find out after you die. Like, this bitch been putting mayonnaise in our cornbread this whole time. Is that what my cholesterol?
A little bit, just like a dab.
I don't know. Like,
I don't get that.
Dab will do you. Like, I don't.
Well,
I don't like that.
People put a dab of poison in people's food. Like, that shit, like eventually that shit will kill you.
Over time.
I feel like mayonnaise won't kill you.
You eat enough of it, it will. Cholesterol will be fucking sky high. Nah, man, fuck that noise. Ew.
They after Lance tests his Caucasianness, and he passed with a friend's question.
Yeah,
I've never seen a single episode of that show.
I have. I've seen
not a full episode. No,
I've seen a number of episodes. I cannot lie.
Would you pass Lance's test?
I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
They begin Operation Token. So we cut to Undercover Brother as AJ Andre Anton Jackson or something like that.
As what the fuck is his name? Ben Carson.
You know what? Yep. Anton Jackson, aka Ben Carson.
Hi everyone.
He goes undercover at the man's cigarette factory. And he's in this meeting.
Is fucking hilarious.
He's in a meeting. He's in a quick meeting, and he's going over, different types of cigarettes. And there's a white woman and a white man in the meeting, right? And Anton Jackson comes in, and he's like, "Now you see your cigarettes. Your cigarettes are small, kind of pasty, a little on the limp side. No one's going to get any pleasure out of this." And then the white woman is like, and looks at the white guy, and he's like, "Ooh,
best I've got. It's average."
Now he comes in and he says, "Now this is the solution that we have. We call it the fatty. The shit is literally this fucking big. This shit is like 8 inches long, right? Just a big fat blunt, like that is the size of a flapjack. Like you could beat somebody over the head with it, right?" And he's like, "This is powerful. This is whatever other euphemism that I can make for sex." And he's just fucking thrusting it and thrusting it and thrusting it in the white woman's face, and the white woman is just like, she's having an orgasm over this goddamn big ass cigarette. It's a hilarious scene. Hey, look at her face. She's
like, "Oh shit, sorry." Splash Mountain.
So Undercover Brother takes off his disguise and infiltrates or tries to infiltrate one of the offices to get some fucking MacGuffin or whatever, right?
Well, and it's funny because he goes, he's connected to this window.
This is one of the scenes where I burst out laughing.
Yeah, it's one of the blackest fucking things of all time. Right. He's got like he's got this suction cup, and he has like one of these glass cutters that he like cuts a circle around, and he's got to like bang on it to like make that part break so he can get in. But because he's black, he started making a beat. He's just like, he's just going. That shit had me fucking rolling, dude.
Like that was one of the little things that had me crying laughing in this movie. Like it was like, yeah, we make beats on everything.
Yeah, we do.
Like, what the fuck ever. But it broke the whole glass instead of just the fucking circle.
That shit is hilarious, dude. Some black ass tendencies.
So he gets, whatever information on the general or whatever, you're right? Like he gets the thing that he's supposed to get. Meanwhile, they see a breach because he was, beatboxing on the fucking glass. Like
Every lunch table at a black high school all over the country.
Mr. Feather is called over, and he's like, I know that afro. Like, that guy's part of the Brotherhood. Like, I'm going to send him my secret weapon. And all of a sudden, he says, I'm going to send him my secret weapon. I call it Black Man's Kryptonite. And all of a sudden, we cut to Denise Richards, circa 2002, which is not that bad.
No, this is before she fucked her entire face up.
The funny thing about it is that she has said that her pull up the poster for Undercover Brother, the one with Denise Richards looking. There's another one where Denise Richards has her back to the camera and she's looking over her shoulder. Now she said that her ass was digitally enhanced for that photo.
Oh, okay.
Yo, if that's digitally enhanced,
she had nothing.
You got negative. You got a concave ass.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
That's pretty goddamn sad.
Yeah.
She's super pretty in this movie.
Yeah, no, she's very good looking here. She had a bunch of facial surgery. She really fucked her face.
Yeah, because when I was watching this, I was like, oh man, I wonder what she looks like. Whoa.
That's sad, man. Like, because she was a really very good looking woman.
Yeah. Well, you ain't got to worry about that kryptonite. I am immune.
God damn.
So she is an assassin whose name, her government name is White She-Devil.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Like she's got like that perpetual vein at the top of her head and her forehead now.
Those Hollywood surgeons fucked her up.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, she was a pretty girl.
So she is posing as a new employee, and
oh my god, Anton.
She and Undercover Brother start dating.
Her voice reminds me of that clip from Catfish where it's the guy and he's like, can you do the voice of the woman you were pretending to be? He's like, oh my god, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, that shit's sad, man.
It's
very fucking sad.
Poor bastard.
That son of a bitch.
I'd have been so pissed at that dude, man.
So they start dating, and they're doing like a bunch of stereotypical white shit, I guess. And there's one scene where they're in a restaurant, and they're at this restaurant, and she legitimately orders a mayonnaise sandwich on white bread with extra mayonnaise.
Yeah,
and the waiter was like, "Here's that extra mayonnaise you ordered."
And that sound effect, dude.
So gross.
Yeah. I was like, oh, God, please stop.
And she's feeding it to him. She's like, just take a bite of this. And he's trying to use his little like hot sauce watch invention that what's his name?
James Bond.
But he can't do it in time. So she feeds him this fucking mayonnaise sandwich, and they do a close up of the mayonnaise sandwich with mayonnaise hanging out of it.
Like, yo, it's so gross.
Like, oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, like you nailed it. We get it. Please zoom out for the love of God.
They show him at like the Gap or whatever, buying a bunch of corduroy pants.
Yo, well, before that, they show the two of them singing Ebony and Ivory at karaoke.
I should have cut that shit out, dude. That was so fucking funny, man.
He was just like start fucking dancing on his own. That shit was hilarious. Oh my god, dude. So
he
funny.
started getting into it.
Oh man. I think it was it the mayonnaise sandwich that did it? Like
I think so.
He just had that. He couldn't take it, right? Like you eat too much mayonnaise and you become a fucking Uncle Tom.
That
shit. Sell
shit.
the fuck out.
And it's so funny because like the white people were like, "Yeah, this is really good," and the black couple was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, you need this shit.
They're just fucking rolling.
They're at
the white people have fucking lighters up. I didn't notice that. Like lighters in front of them. That is hilarious.
While shopping for corduroy pants, they meet. Sister Girl is disguised as the cashier, and she's Tanja, and she's like, "What the fuck is your problem? Like, you all right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm just kind of. This is what you do when you go undercover, right? Like, you got to go deep cover." And White She Devil comes back, and she's like, "Hey, Tanja," and like,
No.
yeah.
You can understand why black women want to snatch white women's hair right out of their fucking head.
She wanted to fucking beat the shit out of her, man.
Well, she was like, "Hi, Tanja."
Right.
That shit was funny, dude.
They leave. We cut to a quick scene of Mr. Feather directing a commercial for the fried chicken. And afterwards, Undercover Brother reports into the Brotherhood and is acting strangely. We got this clip. This shit is fucking hysterical.
Yeah, every moment of this is great.
I want you to buy my new fried chicken, that is. Sure enough. I used to work for the Pentagon. Now I help you to get your chicken on. And for a limited time only, order a 8-piece nappy meal and get a 32-ounce malt liquor absolutely free.
You be buying, we be frying. General's chicken, the best chicken in the hood. Yeah. Leg breast and thigh, sweet potato pie. General's fried chicken.
Lord have mercy.
General's fried chicken. It's butt-kicking. General's fried. You know it tastes so good.
Introducing the Nappy Meal from GFC.
This chicken is the bomb.
At the General's, we do chicken right on.
You look at that. The General's lost his damn mind. Making a fool out of himself over this crap.
General's fried chicken. It's butt kicking. Hey, hey. What? It's catchy. Reminds me of the Fresh Prince. I like him. He raps happy.
Excuse me, sir. This is a restricted good. God.
Hey, Chiefster. Lance.
Nice pants.
Thank you.
Undercover brother?
Undercover brother? What happened to you?
He had sex with a white girl, that's what.
Oh, was it everything I dreamed
It was
of?
good.
She had pink nipples, didn't
Big
she?
ones. Yeah, big
My
ones.
boy.
Yes.
Copy match the drapes.
Excuse me.
No, man, you can't be doing that.
Something like
No,
that,
man.
That ain't what
Listen,
it's about.
white girl or no white girl, I want to know where the hell have you been?
Not there, because that's where people who swear go. Thank you very much.
You sound like a 14-year-old white chick.
I don't think so, sister girl.
It's Sistah girl, dude.
Maybe on planet Ebonics, but where I come from, we like to pronounce our E's and our R's. Thank you very much.
E's and R's. Ebonics, huh? Well, I'll be thinking that somebody in this room is selling out. I say we kill him. Shut the door, nigga. Shh, it's gonna be all right, baby. Don't look. I'm sorry, dog, but you need...
Hey, buddy, if I hadn't read that article in Vanity Fair on anger management, I'd put away this guava, mango, broccoli smoothie and put my foot in your patootie. Now, maybe you guys don't like the new me, but I don't give a gosh darn. For all I care, you can all get the bejeebies out of here. Now, if you excuse me, I must be going. Frasier's on.
Yeah, dude, that entire thing is classic.
Like, I know it was long, but yo, every inch of that was worth it, man. God damn.
That scene where he's just like, "Nigga, shut the door."
Yeah, I had to rewind it. I was like, did he wait, what?
First of all, that chicken looked fucking good. Like, all that fucking food. Like, look.
Yeah, it did.
Sorry, yo.
I go
Hungry, man.
Second of all, did you notice during the commercial that Billy D. Williams was walking like a fucking chicken?
That shit was super offensive, dude.
I mean, the slam on Will Smith, like, oh, I like him. He raps happy.
He raps happy.
That shit is funny, man. Like you said, the nigga shut the door.
Well, you know, the other part that I thought was really funny is where his little the colonel comes out or the general comes out and he's like, this chicken is the bomb, and he bites into it and it explodes. A lot of people don't remember this, but that's almost exactly a KFC ad. Like they had like kind of a like a niggified colonel, and he was just like, yeah. Hey, I'm trying to find it. I found this all KFC commercials from like 1998 to 2000, but like they had like he was kind of like, hey, chicken's cool. They were like whatever, like they did. So,
I believe it. Like that's what marketers do, right? Like that's why you see. That's why
to your demographic,
right?
Dude, he's playing basketball in this ad.
That's why when you look at McDonald's ads around here, apparently no white people go to McDonald's. Like it's always niggas singing about chicken nuggets and shit.
It really is.
As
Royal Farms has figured out not to put black people on those chicken ads.
Yeah, just get the big fat Samoan dude.
Yeah, look, they will pick anyone except for black. They're like, we don't need that trouble. We don't need that kind of heat.
Super fucking salty, man. It's good, but it's way.
It's very salty.
Yeah. As
slaves cook that chicken.
I don't know. I mean, I won't speak for Terrence, but I assume that you haven't had sex with a white woman.
No, that is
I know
correct.
Jay has.
Yes.
Is it everything that we've ever dreamed?
Is it everything I dreamed?
That shit was funny. She had pink nipples, didn't she? It is. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Just totally fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not bad.
All right.
Look, had better. I've had better and I've had worse. So they're all the same.
They're all pink on the inside. That's what somebody at work told me.
That
when
is-
it came to race relations.
That's really offensive. On a level I cannot state enough. That's really offensive. No, there's it's down to individuals. Some people got the juice and some people don't. I'm just saying.
So
that's very tenacious people. All races.
Smart brother finds out that the general is being mind controlled, and that the man is distributing his mind control drug through the fried chicken.
As Dave Chappelle is eating it.
Right.
Oh, am I going to die?
It's infecting other black celebrities, making them act white. I think they had Jay-Z doing a cover of like Barry Manilow albums or some shit. Like it's pretty funny. So Sister Girl is concerned with Undercover Brother's behavior, and we cut to a scene where Undercover Brother and White She-Devil are sitting in, I guess, his place.
Yeah, I think so. Listen,
it looks completely different, right? Because it's got like white drapes and Madonna fucking posters and pictures of White She-Devil all over the place. Like it looks like a totally different place.
Yeah.
White She-Devil comes in looking all 70s-ified, and with that fucking afro that just is doing everything right.
Yep.
And
you are correct.
And she confronts them, and she's like, I got this medallion that your daddy gave you, remember? Because they said that in the beginning, that your daddy gave you this, and this is what makes you black. And Eddie Griffin does this thing where he goes, he affects his voice, like he looks at Sister Girl and is like, yeah, that's right, because I'm black. But how can I resist this white pussy? Like and he goes back and forth, and the shit is funny, man. But eventually he comes back around to his blackness. The power of that white pussy is not enough. When he saw that beautiful black woman in her natural afro, that
really going for scoring points, aren't you?
I'm just saying, man. It looks good.
No, she looks great.
Put two of them next to each other. Like with that fro versus, whatever blondness that is.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'll go
for the black woman. Thank you.
Yeah. A fight eventually breaks out.
Well, hold on. One, this scene is fucking hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
Two, when Denise Richards' character reveals that she's White She-Devil, she rips off her clothes. She's got like a patent leather white outfit on. But she shakes her hair, and her hair just gets fucking bigger and bigger. This shit is ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. But yeah, then a fight breaks out between her and Sister Girl, which is fucking hysterical.
So two of her henchmen come out, right? And the ladies fight each other while Undercover Brother fights the two goons, right? And all of a sudden, the ladies start ripping their clothes off. And it's like, all right now. And for some reason, they end up in a bathroom, like in a shower scene. And they're getting all wet, ripping each other's clothes off.
Yeah,
and then all three of the guys, the two goons and Undercover Brother notices and is like, hey, yo, check this out.
They literally stop fucking fighting. Like, hey,
They pull up chairs. He moves a fucking big chair and moves it next to him. And popcorn and shit.
I mean, look.
I'd watch that fight.
I'm doing it. Right. I'm watching it. I'm watching it.
Look,
Sorry.
both of these women are totally fine with me.
At one point, Eddie Griffin pulls out fucking binoculars and shit.
That shit is absolutely fucking.
And then the fight stops being.
He's got his fucking glasses in his mouth. Like,
like the fight stops being a fight, right? Like, because at first it was just like
they're legitimately fighting, and then all of a sudden,
right,
it's like making out in the fucking.
That shit was hilarious. That's all guys' fantasy, right? It's like, oh look, two women are fighting. They're gonna rip each other's clothes off and then have sex. Why would that ever happen? I don't know. But guys are weird, and that's what we think. Yeah, and then they're just standing there in the shower rubbing on each other. Like, this shit is fucking ridiculous.
This nigga got a handful of popcorn in his fucking and got that soda.
This shit is great.
This shit is so ridiculous, man. Eventually, Sister Girl gets the upper hand. She's soaking wet, so she rips off the bottom of her skirt, and to make herself look even finer. And they escape. Undercover Brother escapes by jumping out of the window, and then in the next shot, he's back in his fucking Undercover Brother outfit.
That shit was funny. He's just like through the glass, like changing. It was great.
And they hop into his Coupe de Ville, and they have a chase scene. So the goons and White She-Devil are chasing on motorcycles. In there, and Undercover Brother and Sister Girl in their Coupe de Ville. The
guys,
de Ville,
I feel like that Coupe de Ville is not gonna make it.
He even says it. He's like, "Look, this is a car made in the '70s. It can only go so fast."
Right.
And they're being chased by the goons, right? So he hits the Afro Sheen button, and Afro Sheen comes out the back like an oil slick, and it temporarily takes out the two motorcycle goons. They get
no. He takes out one of them with Afro Sheen. The other one
out with an 8-track.
Yeah,
it fucking crashes through his fucking.
That shit was ridiculous.
So they get cornered by White She-Devil. Look, I don't give a fuck how fast that bike is. If you sitting in my way and I'm driving
ran
over,
like
you won't get
Sister
run the
Girl
fuck over.
like, you should've
Right.
ran ass.
They get out, and White She-Devil's got him at gunpoint. The two goons come back, and White She-Devil pulls out a gun and shoots the two goons because she has fallen in love with Undercover Brother. And
Black tar, pull you down, boy. You can't get out of it.
So now she has switched allegiances.
I mean, they're really playing on this like blaxploitation like idea, like at the end of Black Dynamite, where he's got his girl and he's got the first lady. He's like hanging on his legs. It's the same idea. I mean, how many blaxploitation movies was the black male hero fucking both white women and black women, and somehow like that was more black? Like, it's so fucking crazy.
Equality.
Yeah. He was helping them, helping her see the light of his black dick.
Helping her see the black. Helping her see the darkness.
Yeah, no kidding.
We get a quick scene, and the severity of Operation Whitewash. Apparently, Terry McMillan wrote a new book, How to Get Your White Man Back.
She should write a book about how not to get divorced.
Oh, damn.
Well, she did.
Whoops. So yeah, they return to the Brotherhood, where Smart Brother questions White She-Devil
"Hey, guy."
about the man, and and she's like, "Wow, you're kind of cute in a Theo Huxtable kind of way," and the same compliment she gave to Undercover Brother. And Carrie Anthony, Smart Brother's like, "Really? always got an Al Volker compliment. And here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Yeah,
like,
that's really good.
That shit is funny, man. Like just little shit that you don't notice. Before that though, when Undercover Brother and Sistah Girl come in to the Brotherhood, and White She-Devil follows them, and all of a sudden, like all these alarms go off, and every nigga in the fucking room pulls out a gun and is ready to shoot her ass.
That shit was funny. She's like, "Hey guys, what's up?" Sorry.
Lance comes out and he says, "Guys, I'm ready to abolish bigotry. Have you seen this thing called Roots? I just watched it and wow, like it really affected him, right? So
he's woke now.
He is woke. Neil Patrick Harris is woke now." And he was like, "I want to be part of the team." And the chief is like, "Okay." Dave Chappelle was like, "Hey man, like I ain't never see him in my spy school."
I'm still paying off them loans. That shit was, dude. He really does steal every single scene he's in.
Every scene, man. Every scene. This is an excellent Dave Chappelle vehicle.
It really is.
Playing third banana to
Eddie Griffin.
Right, in a spy spoof. So there apparently there's I forget why, but they all have to go to the Grammys, right? And or like to a Grammy after party or some gala.
Yeah, who cares?
Right, like it's Undercover Brother. And they find out that James Brown is the man's next target for, being Manchurian candidated.
Right.
And
James Brown.
Dude still has some moves though.
Yeah, he did. So Lance is in charge of watching James Brown, and Lance gets out the car. James Brown is abducted by Mr. Feather, who was posing as the limo driver. Where the fuck am I at? Mr. Feather kidnaps Brown, takes him to the man's base. Meanwhile, the Brotherhood is able to secure an antidote for the mind control drug and follows James Brown through a tracking device that was posed that was put in one
black
of his
power
buttons.
fist.
Right.
Like a little tiny miniature black.
So the Brotherhood wants to infiltrate the base now that they know where it is, and rescue James Brown and the mysterious candidate that the man is using to land a crushing blow to the African American culture. Basically, they want to save the general and James Brown.
Yeah.
So as Mr. Feather goes to administer the drug to James Brown, it turns out that James Brown is actually Undercover Brother in disguise. Okay.
Yeah, like, all right, that's fine.
Like, this movie is silly. Like, let's just fucking go balls to the wall and let's get retarded in here.
That's a
Black Eyed Peas song that I'm quoting.
Oh.
And
remember when those guys were the thing?
Yeah, for like a hot second. I remember white people loved them too.
Yeah.
They loved
Fergie
Black Eyed
joined.
Peas.
Oh,
She quit.
It was always part of the Black Eyed Peas.
No, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
Are you sure about that?
No, for a
It was
long
just the
time.
three- Who?
They were just a straight
three
rap
of them.
group. Yeah, it was just
Like
straight rap group.
Apple Bottom or whatever the fuck his name is, and
The Asian dude,
and
Will I Am.
the dude that played Vega in that Chun-Li movie.
Yo. Yep, that's true.
And William. So yeah.
And then she joined with her meth face, and she
Yeah, she
was
does
on meth.
kind of look like a meth face.
She was a meth addict at one point.
Oh, well, all right.
Made up. She used to pee her pants on stage, which was weird.
Yeah, that kind of did it for me.
Yeah, I was just like, well, and womp womp.
Yep, that's gross.
Doesn't work anymore. Thanks.
White She-Devil helps the team get the upper hand, and a fight breaks out in this base or whatever. During the fighting, like there's a lot going on in this fight.
This
Right?
Dave Chappelle scene is fucking ridiculous. Do some breakdancing for me.
Yeah, like Dave Chappelle gets one of the white guys and he's got him at gunpoint and he's like, and he makes him do all this fucking ridiculous ass shit.
He makes him breakdance. One, this guy is terrible at breakdancing. And then he's like, now do the kid and play. And he makes him do it with them too. And the guy's like, okay. I don't know. That shit was fucking ridiculous.
Towards the end of the fight, Conspiracy Brother accidentally begins the building's self-destruct sequence. Basically, his black ass saw a button and was like, ooh, a button. Bam. Let me press it.
A red button.
Right. Let's see.
I like black people.
I like black people. Smack.
The Brotherhood cures the general, and they evacuate him from the building while Undercover Brother chases Mr. Feather to the roof. While the team is leaving, Lance, they meet up with 3 dudes, and Lance is like, hey, I can take care of this. I'm white, right? Because these dudes are white.
Yeah.
And he comes up, he comes up, and he's like, hey, guys, we don't want any trouble. And one of the guys was like, something to the effect of, you know, how's a sissy like you going to give us any trouble?
Yeah.
And Lance was like, and I think this was Neil Patrick Harris, just like, especially given that we know that Neil Patrick Harris is gay, he's like, nobody calls me a sissy. And then the motherfucker proceeds to do 3 fucking Mortal Kombat fatalities.
I was like, what the fuck?
Like, no bullshit.
Super random. Dude.
Like, he pulls the heart out of one dude. He fucking rips the spine out of another dude, and he gives a last dude a head clap. Like, those are 3 fucking Mortal Kombat fatalities.
How did we get here? I was like, what?
So it's just like, look, don't call me a sissy.
Nope, don't take kind of that shit.
Like, all right. And then the rest of them get out. So apparently, you gotta have a crazy white guy on your team.
Yep.
They'll help you out.
Jack.
Yeah.
You talk to the cops for you.
And hope that he doesn't fucking
get arrested.
Uppercut their head off 3 times or some ridiculous shit. Undercover Brother and Mr. Feather have their showdown with Beat It playing in the background.
Yo, when he's like, come over here, and he fucking does the Michael Jackson shit. That shit had me rolling. Dude.
This is a fun, silly little fight, man. Like,
it is pretty good, and it's also supposed to be similar to Enter the Dragon because he's got the
he's got the claws on his hands.
Yeah.
They're fighting on this rooftop, and it's just silly, right? Because it's 2 dudes that don't know how to fight, and it's like there's no choreography involved whatsoever. So like, let's not even pretend that you know how to fight, right? Like, let's just bullshit our way through this shit. At one point, Mr. Feather cuts a part of I almost called him Afro Samurai. Cuts off
kind of looked like it.
Cuts off a big hunk, like a fourth of the afro off of Undercover Brother, to which he gives his famous line, "Mess with the fro, you got to go." And then starts whooping his ass. Meanwhile, the man is flying towards this place to pick up Mr. Feather via helicopter. And the man is like, nah, fuck that. Like, that dude failed me. And so he starts leaving. Mr. Feather is like, don't leave me. And he jumps onto one of the legs of the helicopter. So Undercover Brother takes out his Afro Pick Ninja Stars and throws it at him, hitting him in the ass. And
2 for 2.
And dropping, and it causes Mr. Feather to fall into the fucking ocean.
And a shark.
Right, like,
boy, yo.
Yo,
this movie has such random moments of violence.
What the fuck is going on?
The man escapes, and the man who is all about not having black culture permeate American culture, he says Feather was a punk ass bitch, and nigga played himself. Fuck that motherfucker, yo. Like that dude went out like a sucker, Holmes. Know what I mean? Like, let's roll the fuck out. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on? So everything is exploding around him. Undercover Brother has to get out of here. So he jumps off this gigantic cliff. And Sistah Girl's like, oh shit, he don't have a parachute. So Undercover Brother pulls a ripcord from his pants and fucking and his pants become parachute pants, and then he's able to glide down to safety. Nigga, what the fuck? This movie is so fucking ridiculous. He glides down to safety. He kisses Sister Girl. The general is okay, and the world is a funky place once again. And that's the end of this ridiculous ass movie.
It's pretty goddamn ridiculous. But you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Shit was fun, man.
Yeah,
it was a fun, silly little movie.
Yeah. But you know what? Like, we should be allowed to have these kind of dumb little silly movies, and they don't really have much of a message.
Right.
It's just having fun, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Especially, I like movies like this because it also does a good job at poking fun of race relations, right? Like, that's what makes it that much more interesting.
Yeah.
Takes a pretty serious topic and like turns it completely on its head and makes it just goofy as shit.
Yeah, and you got to be able to laugh at yourself too. Like all these fucking there was a black people late joke in this movie. Like
the color people time.
Yeah, like that shit. Like the shit was funny, yo. Like you got to be able to laugh at yourself. We can't come over here and make fun of white people, every 2 weeks without having fun with each other. And I think we do. Quite frankly, I think we make fun of ourselves a lot more than we do white people specifically.
No, I think that's absolutely true.
Yeah.
I don't think we make fun of white people as much as we're like, what you're doing is fucked up.
Yeah.
That shit ain't a game. Serious. Get it together. It's more lessons than anything else, which is fine. It's a teachable moment. Your entire life. My dog is over there. Knock the fuck out. All right, that is it for us. This is episode 110 for Undercover Brother. We will see you guys next week for another preview episode for episode 111.
See you.
Take it easy.
Yeah.